Hello, Hessa here. There is something that I naturally do with my mind and energy these days that is playing such a huge role in me attracting or like receiving clients and cash much faster than ever before in my business. And I'm realizing that I'm actually taking it for granted. This isn't something that I used to do. In fact, I used to do the complete opposite, and you may be doing the complete opposite right now. That is not allowing you or preventing you from receiving clients as fast as you may want to in your business, in your coaching, in your work. What am I talking about? Again, I did mention something about energy. I'm first going to share with you the principle, and you probably are aware of the principle itself. But for me, principles alone mean jack if you are not applying them intentionally in your life to create whatever it is that you wish to create, right? The basic principle is, again, I'm pretty sure you already know about this principle. It's principle of energy, which means where your mind goes, energy follows. For me, I added something else, where energy follows, and where energy flows consistently and continuously and consistently, creation happens, right? So how do we apply this if you are in business, if you're a coach, if you're a healer, and you want to be doing this work with, not obviously, but with more humans, all right? I'll assume that you want to be doing this work with more humans and that you want to be receiving cash more consistently, right? There's two things that I'm going to share with you here. The first one, the reason why I thought of sharing it with you here is because it came up on one of my programs this week, like one of some of my clients in Serve in Overflow, which it was pretty magnificent, and it is all about assumptions, right? So in the past, when people went into my world or like even reach out, I'll just assume that, well, they are 1 in a million, they're not going to buy anywhere. Like the assumptions that I made, right? Again, like if you're thinking about the fact that where your mind is going, energy is flowing and creation is happening there, right? In the past, and I'll tell you why I used to do that, right? The reason why I used to do that is if I assume that they're not going to buy and they don't buy, then it doesn't feel so bad. Let me repeat this. If I assume that, well, they may not buy, or if I assume that they're not going to buy anyways, right? Chances are they're not going to buy, so that I can protect this little heart of mine. If I can pretend, if I can assume that they will probably not buy, then I can protect myself from the pain of being rejected, right? And I did this for so long. The fact of the matter is, what I'm understanding now, we are not in business to be loved by others. This is not what business is about, right? Like we really have to create our own energy. Like how I look at it is like seeking love from others so much is literally about like I'm seeking other people's energy. I want somebody else's approval. I want somebody else's energy, right? So my motto is I'm not seeking somebody's energy, but creating my own energy, so much so that I feel so full and fulfilled inside of me that then that energy can overflow into others, right? This is why I do things like my Unity program is all about that, right? Literally practice. It's like energetic practice. Utilizing my energetic system over and over and over again to like I leverage it over and over and over again for creation, for in my business or in my life in general. All right. So that's what I will say about that. Like what we are seeing, we talked like in Serve in Overflow this week. We were talking about Don Miguel Ruiz, one of his 4 agreements. Yeah, I said 5 on the no, it's 4 agreements. One of his 4 agreements is don't make any assumptions, right? And although that actually helped me a ton when I was going from making negative assumptions, meaning assuming they're not going to buy, or don't even assume. So like if you follow what he's saying, it's literally all about energy. Then instead of assuming they're not going to buy, don't assume anything. But I take it one step further. I assume that they're going to buy, right? I literally assume that like they're going to buy one day or another. I assume. Is it true that everybody buys? No, it's not true that everybody buys, right? It's not true that everybody buys, but like you can move, like when you move your energy towards like, this is what I'm creating, people are buying. What I've realized is that, what I've come to experience is that then people actually are buying. This is why I'm actually receiving more and more cash in my business almost every day now. Like I'm going to give you an example. I have my file open here. Like for example, today is Saturday morning. It is literally 6:41 a.m. as I'm recording this video. I'm going back through my whole week, right? And this actually has been, it's kind of like one of the slower weeks, because when I'm launching actively, when I'm doing things actively, selling actively, which wasn't the case for this week, the results are very, very much different. But I wanted to share with you a snapshot of what it was for me this week, right? This is what it looked like in my business this week. Monday was a $1,694 cash day. Tuesday was a $1,620 in new sales day. Wednesday was a $557 cash day. Thursday and Friday, which is a rare commodity in my business now, it's very rare for me to have $0 days, but Thursday and Friday were $0 days. Today is Saturday, and again it's a 6:43 a.m. On Saturday morning. So far it's been $1,884 in new sales, right? So these are the things that I'm doing, right? Obviously I'm taking action, right? Like there's something about developing the skills, and like for me it's literally about like taking energetically aligned action, right? But in addition to that, I remember there were times where I was doing the thing, I was taking the action, but I wasn't getting receiving the cash in my business because of what my mind was doing, right? Now I literally just assume when people reach out, when people whatever, like when people enter my world, right? I literally just assume. I make the assumption that they want to buy. I make the assumption that I am surrounded by clients, by humans who absolutely want to buy from me, right? But in the past, it was the total opposite. When I do that, like I realize when the more I do that, even the way that I show up, even the way that I take action. Imagine if you go on a masterclass and you just assume that everybody on the masterclass just absolutely loves everything that you're doing, right? You just absolutely, like you assume that everybody on the masterclass absolutely just wants to buy the offers that you have, right? This is one way that you can trick your mind. Again, like one of the ways that we move energy towards our goals is through our mind, right? Literally, just what I said at the beginning, where your mind goes, energy flows. Where energy flows consistently and continuously, creation happens, right? And this is one way where you can move energy continuously and consistently, almost pretending, almost like a playing that this is what's happening, as opposed to assuming that, well, they're not going to buy, nobody wants to buy, they don't like what I'm doing, blah, 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 simply because maybe one person or two people may have said that to you, okay? This is one trick. I do this all the time, right? I actually take it one step further. I have taken it one step further now, and I'm going to show this one is a very, very practical thing. I am like, for me, like when I'm in mentorship with somebody, and which like I capture, like I grab, like I really, it's very subtle, but I really captured this, not capture, like I picked this up from one of my mentors, like, oh my God, this is ingenious, right? She was one day talking about how when people follow her on Instagram, like naturally, whenever one person follows her on Instagram, she looks at the person, when she gets the notification in her mind, she automatically celebrates. I'm getting goosebumps even talking about this. She automatically celebrates the day that this human is going to be in her mastermind. She naturally celebrates the day that this human is going to be in one of her programs. And for her specifically, she celebrates the day that this human is going to be in her top tier mastermind or program, right? I think this is one of the most ingenious thing, and I started doing this as well. Like, it is, oh my god, it's mind-blowing. So like the past few days I've had quite a few new humans join my email list who didn't know about me yesterday or the day before, or like even a week ago, right? And like I started doing this quite a bit a while ago, where it's like whenever somebody follows me on Instagram, I'm like, oh my god, I'm celebrating the day, I'm already celebrating in my mind the day that this human is going to join my mastermind, right? It may be tomorrow, it may be a year from now, maybe, right? Does it mean that every single person is going to join my mastermind? Obviously not. Not even everybody qualifies, right? But the fact of the matter is, it is literally a way of playing with energy and playing with your mind, so that your mind is thinking, oh my god, this is what we're doing, this is what, so that literally like your brain is thinking, this is what we're doing, we're bringing people in, right? You already know this, that whatever our mind is imagining, like literally our brain doesn't know the difference between whatever is real and whatever is not real, right? This is one thing that you can do. So for me now, whenever somebody enters my email list and I receive notification, I already in my mind I'm celebrating, and it feels so good in my body. My god, it feels so good, right? There's no stress there. It feels so good because at the end of the day, again, whatever you imagine and whatever is real, like our brain doesn't even differentiate between those two, right? And believe it or not, this actually moves energy towards whatever it is that you celebrating. And naturally, as you make moves and as you take actions and as you make your offers and as you show up and talk about your offers, naturally people are stepping in. As opposed to another way you can do it is like people subscribing to, following you and like, okay, yeah, well, here's yet another person who's not going to buy. And I used to do that, like not in the following count, but like when somebody will say something, or like when somebody will say no or something like that, again, I just assume that like they're not going to buy anyways, blah, 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 all the stories that we're telling ourselves, right? For me, I actually take it even one step further. Even when somebody tells me no, I still assume that it is, I still assume that it's a no for now, maybe, right? I just in my mind, I'm like, I still assume that they're going to buy. They're going to buy, like they're going to be. Like I still assume. Like this is how powerful our brain and our mind is, right? So if you do practice this, let me know, right? If you actually like even through this video, even like in this minute, you can even practice this. Let me know how it feels, right? Let me know how it feels. So like there's two parts to this energy thing. The first part is what like, actually for me, this is the second part, because like what precedes all of this is, again, I'm talking about energy all the time, but we also have an internal energy that you can leverage, right? The internal energy that we have, that you have, literally like is reflected in everything that's happening in your life, everything that's happening in your business, whether you're attracting money, whether you are repelling money, whether you are being able to focus on what you want, or whether you're able to focus on attracting the clients, or your mind is distracted by the pain, whether like all these things. The one thing that really kind of like precedes all of that, if I want to say that, is what is happening in your internal energy, right? What is happening in your internal energetic system? It's no secret now. I've been talking about this for years. This is what I have utilized to build my business, simply because for me, when I first started, first of all, I was so overwhelmed by my fears. I was so overwhelmed by money, the energy of money, or my lack of knowing of energy of money, relationship. Like I was so overwhelmed by all of that. I feel like this is one way For me, like if I didn't know this, I don't know how I would have grown my business, because I will probably have still been running by being run by probably my emotions, probably by my lack of personal power. But even when we're talking about past personal power, do you know that you can trace back to your energetic system? Why am I talking about this like this? Because I'm inviting you to an upcoming Golden Aura 5-day challenge, where we are going to literally, like, it's become one of the favorite things that participants like are so happy to attend in my realm here, is Golden Aura Challenge. Literally leveraging your energetic system for creating, and really not just creating, speeding up growth and cash received in your business. You will be blown away by how you can utilize your energetic system, even when it comes to creating content that goes wild, creating content that really moves the people who are listening to your content or watching your content or reading your content. How you can use your energetic system to magnetize humans into your realm. How your energetic system plays a role in even money attraction. All is connected, right? I'll put a link below this video for you to register to attend, to join us. It really is quite an incredible thing, right? People's minds are blown away, and people get so much, like, not just blown away, it's like they get so shocked at how things move for them, at the results that they get, even during the Golden Aura Challenge, right? Again, I'm so excited that we're running this, and I'm so looking forward to hanging out with you during this challenge. I'll put a link below this video for you to register for it, and I'll see you during the challenge. And remember to share with me in the comments when you practice this, right? When you practice really pretending, when you practice that, assuming that the clients are wanting to work with you, when you practice when somebody follows you, pretending that, or like not just pretending, celebrating the day, you literally celebrating the day that they are entering your higher end program, right? Your biggest program, right? Celebrating, like, feel what it feels like inside of your body. It feels really yummy to me. All right, so that's it for this video. I'll talk to you again in the next one. Bye.